Hello everyone, welcome to Ladies Lounge, your favorite show on TV. I have my beautiful co-host here, Tasha and Cordelia, and we have a very interesting guest who she's going to introduce herself. Her name is Tosin. Yes. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, ladies. It's lovely to be here with you today.
So can you sort of introduce yourself and tell us about your show?
Okay, so my name is Tosin Akitoko. Oluwa Tosin Akitoko info. Yeah. Well, you can call me Tosin, and I'm the producer of Keeping It Real Nollywood. That is currently, we've got series 2 starting in June on Vox Africa. Yeah.
So you started your first season, was it last year?
Yes. So the first series aired last year. I mean, it's only been 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And I'm sure, people look at it and think like, oh my God, it looks like you've been on forever.
I saw the
No. It's just been 2 years, but it's been 2 years of amazing experience, and it's been 2 years of back-to-back being busy and just working hard to make sure we're bringing very good content for you guys.
Oh yeah,
fantastic. Now I've had everyone from Desmond Elliott to Ramsey Noah to many greats.
Okay, I actually don't have Ramsey Noah, but who knows? He might be watching.
Ramsey.
I'd love to have you, Ramsey, if you're watching. But yes, I mean, that's a very good question because actually I don't know these Nollywood actors and actresses. I don't really have personal contacts. The very first series, I went to Lagos thinking I'm going to do one interview with a lady by the name of Biola Adebayo. She's an actress and producer. I reached out to her, met her. She seemed really, really lovely. And I said, would you like to do an interview with me? I just want to kind of get an angle about how it is working in the industry from your perspective as an actress and producer. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. I can do that. Let me know when you're in town and we'll do the interview. So I went in with a plan that I was just going to do one. I ended up doing 10. Ask me how. But yeah, one kind of, I thought, okay, I've done one. I reached out to Mark Adebesin, who's a producer based in the UK, but he does have contacts in the industry. And he said, actually, I like your idea. Let me reach out to somebody in Lagos that might be able to help you. So he gave me another contact who then said, yeah, maybe I might be able to. The first question he asked me was like, are you mobile? Can you get around? I said, yes. So you can go on set and meet these people. I said, why not? So that then led to another contact. And then I ended up interviewing about 6 or 7 more. We ended up having 10 episodes. And I thought, actually, why don't I just put it together into a series?
Fantastic.
And I thought, well, what name should I call it? Okay. Because they're really just keeping it real. I tell them, tell us as it is in the industry. A lot of people look at Nollywood and they think it's all glitz, glamour, everything looks beautiful and rosy. Trust me, it's not that easy. And I just said, all right, we'll just call it Keeping It Real Nollywood.
I mean, that's really good. I have to say, it's really interesting. One thing I really love about the show is just how you kind of follow their journey. So people need to know that it's not easy, and a lot of them, they struggle before they actually got to be
where they are.
Exactly. And it's a lot of work, it's a lot of sacrifices, it's a lot of no's as well. And it's so interesting. Like, I can't wait to watch the show, really. Like,
I mean, your point is so valid, because when I'm interviewing them, it's like a humbling moment for me, because they're actually telling you how they started. And some of them will tell you, it was just God. People look at me, Banalini Nola's interview. I mean, it's so, was so humbling, because it was like people look at me and they think, oh yeah, Nino Makanaki, but sister, it's been grace, because it was never this easy. And then we had Ike Ogbonna in the first series that spoke about being a stutterer, that he used to stammer a lot as a child. He couldn't get one sentence out. But people kind of don't see those sides. So I mean, you're looking at their journey and they're telling you maybe flaws about them that maybe might have stood in the way of them actually being the big star they are today, but they didn't let that stand in the way. They still went on.
How inspirational. I really, it's a great show. I mean, you've heard it here on Ladies Lounge. I will be watching, and I hope you guys will be watching too. But it's absolutely wonderful. So who's your, when is the next show? When is it showing?
So we've just finished, so I had to travel, and then I have to travel to Lagos. So you're not getting all those actors and actresses in the UK. Some of them come around. I mean, Mary Njoku and Bolanini Nolowa and Desmond came for the Rock Me tour, and that's when I had the opportunity to interview them. But most of the time, I'm traveling to Lagos. I'm, arranging my diary around sets. So when there's movie sets ongoing, I go with my camera crew on sets, and I talk to them, and I tell them about the show, and they're really happy to talk to us. One thing I say to them is that it's not about your personal life, and that is the first thing that gets them interested. I said, I don't really want to know about who you're
Hollywood gossips,
anything to do with gossip. I think there's too much out there already. I said, we just want to know about your craft. Just tell us about Nollywood, your journey. Try. You might want to inspire someone that wants to get into the industry. A lot of young people want to come in. What worked for you and what could work for them, and that's what really got them going. So back to your question, it's starting in June. It's starting series 2, and it's going to be on Vox. It's going to show on Saturdays at 8:30. I think we're right after Ladies Lounge.
You are indeed.
So I mean, you've got your Saturdays covered, people. So make sure you make it a date.
Amazing. And now, can I ask you quickly, what actually goes into producing a show of this level? Because I know that you're kind of like glossing over a lot because we don't have that much time, but like you, especially being a female in a male-dominated number one society and number 2 industry, because as we know, Nigeria, where your series is mainly filmed, is a male-dominated society. What is it like being a female producer in that sort of atmosphere?
It's very hard because I'm producing what I call series. So I have to, number one, you mentioned male dominated. It's very male dominated. I'm working with cameramen, I'm working with editors, I'm working with people that are going to help me with my content, and they're all male. I think I'm the only female because it's my vision. So first of all, you have to kind of deal with the perception they have about you in the first place. Number one, she's female. Number two, she's come from the UK to Lagos to shoot here. So let's see how we can kind of, I'm being very careful with the words here, but they might want to cheat you. They might want to kind of exaggerate their prices and stuff, and sometimes the quality of the work might kind of not be as good as you want it. And
so you have to put an eye
how do you challenge that? They don't sometimes respond well to challenge, and they say, how can you talk to me like that? So it's very, very difficult, but you have to keep going, and you have to just don't be afraid to get rid of people. Don't be afraid to fire,
to make changes,
because at the end of the day, you're paying for a service. So I had to say to one of my editors recently, what you've given me is below standard, and I'm not happy with it. And you also, I think one thing that's worked for me is I'm not afraid to say, all right, let me have my raw files and I'll walk. I'll find some other way to get that sorted. It's kind of like not having fear. No, believe in what you have, believe in your content, and always be ready to look out there for something better if you feel the need to. That's going to work for you. That's it's been very challenging production-wise because you're working with Lagos. You're working in Lagos. You have to think about traffic. You have to think about resources. When you go on set, they might not be ready for you.
You have to wait for a long time.
I've been on set from like 8 in the morning till 7 at night.
Oh wow!
Because I'm trying to get them to talk to me, and they will talk to you. But they have to work on their movie. They have to work on what they're there for. So what I've learned to do is catch actors and actresses while they're in between sets. When I spoke to Femi Adebayo, he was on the set of a movie, and he said, all right, you know what, my producer's not ready for me, so I'll do your interview before the producer's ready for me, and that's kind of worked. So it's been challenging.
So you're hustling, basically. I'm hustling. skills. I love it.
I'm working really hard.
In heels,
Honestly.
and you're doing it well.
Exactly. Thank you.
I think my next question is, so how did you start? There are people out there that have dreams and they want to, how do you manage it? Obviously, you have a life here. I guess you have a family here.
I do.
And you have to travel quite often.
Yeah.
How often do you have to travel to Nigeria?
Well, when I travel, I normally spend about 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
My husband has become a Nollywood expert. Anyone that wants to come in, number one, have a vision, have a dream, and don't let anything stop you. I could have said, I don't have the finances, I don't have the funds. I went with just one interview, the plan for one interview, and I got a cameraman ready to roll.
That's amazing.
And from that, things
from
developed.
1 interview to 10 interviews.
Exactly. And now we've got 2 series. So don't be scared to go out there.
If you have a dream,
don't procrastinate. Go out and do something. Reach out to people. Take a step of faith. With a camera, you can do anything. You can go out these days and just start shooting, recording, interviewing people on the streets to say, actually, I'm doing a show. Let me get your perspective on this. And they'll talk to you.
Yes.
We're looking forward to season 2 of your fantastic show. Thank you so much for being with us today. And don't go anywhere. You are still going to be in for a special treat after this short commercial break.
When we started doing films, we were doing films to express our creativity to the audience.
I have always believed in hard work. If you are talented and you work hard, you will break through.
I think the multi-ethnic coloration of Nigeria itself has turned out to be a challenge for us in Nollywood.
Most actors are really seen as like a flash in the pan and not really dedicated to the craft.
At some point, there must be a purpose for life. I feel there's something about giving back.
Whatever is worth it in life never comes easy. So for me, when I came into Nollywood, I treated Nollywood as me trying to sell a product to the world.
Work hard, be patient. When an opportunity comes, grab it. No matter what, just grab it. But first of all, the opportunity will not come if you're not good.